Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Vlogmas Day 11 and welcome to a what I learned my first semester of college. For those of you who are new to my channel, I am a freshman at the University of Florida here in Gainesville, and I am a pre-physical therapy student and I am majoring in applied physiology and kinesiology. So I am from Miami, so I did move away for college and I don't know much about college yet because I've only had one semester, but I thought that it would be cool to do a what I learned my first semester of college video, because I feel like this really helped me when I first moved in, and these are some things that nobody told me and I did never saw on the internet, and even though I may not be a pro, there are things that I learned my first semester and I feel like could help some people that are starting college next year. So yes, if you are new here, make sure to subscribe to my channel, and thank you so much for clicking on this video. I would love if you joined the family. We're so close to 800 subscribers. So to begin, I wrote down absolutely everything on my phone, so that is why I will be looking down, but let's get started. So first things first, making friends in college is not as glamorous as everybody makes it seem. It might be because we're in a pandemic, but it has been very difficult to make friends in college unless you are actively looking and finding and trying to go out with people and like going to places. Like, people aren't just gonna come up to you. You aren't just gonna make friends, and it's not just all gonna come out super easy, you know, just like that, unless you like live in a dorm or like are in a sorority or fraternity. I am very lucky because I do have friends from high school that go to my college, so we do hang out. But as for like new friends, it's very, I don't even think I've made a new friend yet. My roommate, I don't really know, but that's pretty self-explanatory. Just if that's the reason you're thinking of going out of town for college, make sure you like know you're gonna have to put in work and time to making friends. It's not just gonna come so easily to you. But I do highly recommend going out of your hometown for college. It teaches you so much about yourself and about the people around you and about your capabilities, and I just cannot recommend it enough. You meet so many diverse people. Just because I haven't become friends with people doesn't mean I haven't met a lot of people. I've met a lot of different people, and it's really opened my eyes to just like people that live in different places and how they think, because especially here in Miami, I feel like everybody thinks exactly the same. So yeah, next is college is harder than high school. I was one of those people, I said this in another of my vlogs, that was like, no, like
there's so much in high school, like college is not gonna be hard at all.
Let me get you right quick. Maybe it's just because UF, not to flex, is a top 10 school, and it's so difficult, so hard, especially if you're a pre-med or pre-health or STEM. Very hard, like kind of like 8+ hours a day of studying. So get ready for that if you're looking at going into a top tier university. But it is harder than high school, so please don't be like me and think that everything was just gonna be so much easier, because I had experience in high school. Guys, it doesn't even compare. If you've watched my other vlogs, you've seen how much I struggle and how much I study. So that's pretty, like, I don't even know what else to say. Next is comparison is the thief of joy. So in college, I feel like in high school it's very easy to compare ourselves to each other and like have ranks and like everybody compares each other, but like in college everybody's on their own path and you can't really compare yourself to other people because you don't have the same timeline, you don't have the same major, you aren't doing the same thing. And if you're constantly comparing your GPA to other people and the classes you're taking and the credits you're taking and when you're going to graduate to other people, it's just going to add to your anxiety and your stress, and that took me a while to understand. You need to stop associating your path with other people's, because then that's just going to take away from your own success and your own path and your own story. So I just wish I would have found that out earlier. This next one is one that I learned, but I still am trying to implement. So that is that make time for yourself and find a balance. So do something that you like. I personally, at the beginning, had a good balance. I was working out, I was going out with my friends, and then like 2 weeks after the semester started, full school mode until now. Okay, that really took a toll on my mental, emotional, and physical health, and I highly regret doing that, because it also made my grades go down, just because like I wasn't sleeping enough, I wasn't eating well, I wasn't eating enough, I wasn't doing things that made me happy for a while. And then as of in like November, I really tried implementing it again, but now in spring semester I'm really going to make that a priority, because a grade is not something that should affect your long-term health. I just personally don't think it's worth it. yes, I am a perfectionist, and yes, I want A's. I am just like all you other students that want to do well in classes, but like I just want to get better at time management. Even though I think I'm good at time management, I want to get better at managing my time so that I have time to do what I want, whether that means waking up earlier or just not using my phone as much. I am really implementing this into spring semester because it's something I really want to get better at. I've seen people say that they do school from like 9 to 5, and that's how they create a balance, and I'm really going to try that out next semester. I think I'm going to do school from like 7 to 5 and call it a day, because if not, you guys, like if you're like me, you're just going to fall into an endless cycle of like doing work till 3 a.m. and in my opinion that's not healthy at all, because I've felt horrible these past few days staying up so late. And I'm just being transparent with you guys because I'm just trying to be like a older sibling, trying to like give you guys advice, you know. Next one is one that you probably have heard if you're currently in high school, is that college teachers do not care about you. They have 300 students in each class, especially if you go to public university, and they could care less about you. They could care less about how you do in your classes, so that means you have to be on top of your stuff. If you see a point is off, do it the moment. Check your grades in the moment. Have your Canvas notifications on. Be on top of your grades because nobody else is going to care. Your teachers don't care, your friends don't care, nobody cares. That's the point. Nobody cares. That is this point. So in college, you are your own boss. If you choose not to go to class, that's on you, boo. If you choose not to do your homework, nobody cares. That's on you. Your grade's gonna go down. If you choose not to work out, nobody cares. That's on you. If you choose to do anything, the decision's on you, and that is the biggest change, is that you are in charge of your life now. And yes, freedom comes with good things, but freedom can also come with the ability to just forget about your responsibilities, and nobody's gonna be on top of you, and it's not your parents or your teachers or your administrators. So that's another thing you have to keep in mind. On the topic of professors, always make sure to reach out to your professor first, because I did this because I saw it on a post and it actually helped me create a relationship with professor, if that makes any sense. Like, now they knew my name at the beginning, even though they do have 200 plus students in their classes. They're like, oh yeah, I know who you are, like you email me often, or like ask them about an assignment, or like just try to build a relationship with them, because you never know when you're gonna need them for like recommendation letters or to ask them a question. Like I ask my professors about just questions that I have about school or about anything, and just if you ever encounter a problem later in the course, they know that you're a good student that is constantly on top of their things. And on this note, I highly recommend to volunteer, get involved, anything like that, not even just to make friends, but to make connections with people. Like I started volunteering at this physical therapy clinic and orthopedic center, and I have met a lot of people that are literally 4 years older than me and are like living my dream life 4 years ahead, and they're about to graduate, and they have taught me so much about school and about what to do and about to volunteer and how to apply to DPT school and all of these things. So if I could recommend one thing, especially for my pre-health subscribers, is to make sure to volunteer and get involved, because that is where you will meet people, especially in person. If you can do that, highly recommend, because you will meet your future mentors. Next one, you guys, this is one that bit me in the butt and I'm gonna implement in the spring, is that every single point counts. I'm telling you, I have 3 borderline grades right now. Borderline. That means if I would have just tried a little bit harder on my assignments at the beginning of the semester, I would have my grade that I wanted right now. And that is just because, again, I thought it was like high school, that everything would just work out at the end. No, it doesn't. Nothing works out at the end unless you make sure it does. So make sure that you're trying your 110% every single assignment that you do, so you have high quality work under your name, and you're later not begging for points or beating yourself up about points that you could have easily gotten. This next one is try to save money where you can. College is the time to save money, so that once you graduate, you can travel, or on the weekends or on the breaks you can travel or do things you want, or save up for a down payment on an apartment later on in your life. I know it sounds very scary to some, but it's just things that I think about, and I think like, yes, you should enjoy yourself and go out and travel and do things and stuff like that, but also try not to eat out all the time, because that's something that a lot of college students tend to do. And I'm actually really proud of myself because I didn't do that much this semester. I cooked for myself most of the time, and I was able to save up and go on my first trip alone with my boyfriend. So I highly recommend to just make sure to save money. Just because you're in college doesn't mean you're living in some fantasy land. Life is still going on, and there's going to be life after college. This next one is one that a lot of people didn't tell me, and it's that living alone is hard. Living alone is very hard. You have to cook for yourself, clean for yourself, manage a household. by yourself and a roommate that you've never met before. So it's just a lot of difference between like having your mom cook you dinner every night and then all of a sudden you have to cook yourself dinner every night. These are things that nobody tells you. Like decorations are expensive in apartments, basic essentials are very expensive as well. So just make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into when you choose to go away for college. Again, I highly recommend it, but it's not as picture perfect as in the movies, guys. I'm just telling you, because these YouTubers love to shove it in your face. It's this perfect, picture perfect experience, and while it is one of the best experiences of my life, it has been really difficult as well. This last one is one that I'm like very passionate about, and it's that you don't always have to go out. Just because your friends are telling you like, oh my god, like let's go out, let's do this, let's go to a restaurant, let's eat. Of course, it's Corona right now. I'm just saying like, let's come over to my place, like let's hang out, let's play a game, whatever. Don't feel like you always have to go out. Maybe you're sitting all day and you're tired, go to sleep. You know what I mean? Don't feel guilty. Tomorrow there's gonna be the same opportunity again. Now, going back, have a balance and enjoy your college years, because you're gonna go by so quickly. But at the same time, I found that there were days where I felt guilty, like, oh, I didn't go over, I didn't do something. But at the end of the day, like, it's your education and you're there to get an education, so you don't want to throw away that money that the government, your parents, or yourself may be paying for. So yes, again, you guys, I am a freshman, I'm a newbie at all of this, but these are just some things that I have learned my first semester, and I'm also videotaping them so that I have them for the future, and I can like go back to this once I finish my freshman year and just see like what I thought of everything and if I was able to implement them after spring semester. So I really hope that this video helped some of you guys. I really hope you enjoyed Vlogmas Day 11. So please comment down below more video ideas. Make sure to subscribe to my channel for a new video every day of December, and I will see you tomorrow for day 12.